my name is Ellen and today I wanted to make a video about the Oscars. But instead of making a simple video about Oscars predictions, I was curious what would be the Oscars ranks if Euphoria characters were voting. So, Rue Bennett.
Yeah, they all know what's up.
As we all know, Rue has an addiction problem, so I think it would be hard for her to even sit through all these movies. I don't think she would watch like The Power of the Dog, The Nightmare Alley, which are like very slow-paced movies, and pretty much all of the Best Picture nominees, they're really slow. I think Rue would fuck all of this, rules and categories, and she would vote for No Way Home and call it a day. I think it's really fast, like everything is happening at the same time, so Rue would be thrilled to watch it and she wouldn't be bored.
I'm writing this play and I was wondering if I could put it on.
Lexi would probably love Tick Tick Boom because she's a musical kind of girl, and probably Coda because there is also a lot of singing involved. But out of all Best Picture nominees, I think Licorice Pizza has the closest vibes because it's like somewhat weird and it's something that Lexi would probably come up with on her own. So Licorice Pizza is by Paul Thomas Anderson, so amazing cinematography. It's about a boy named Gary and a girl, Alana. They are going on this adventure to California and they meet Barbara Streisand's husband. So it's all filled with a lot of 90s vibe, teenagers vibes. It's kind of a road trip movie. I recommend you all also to watch it.
This drug shit, it's not the answer.
So Fesco, he is a businessman. He cares about the business side of things, and the fact that he sold drugs to Rue in the first place makes him kind of a bad person. I love Fesco, don't get me wrong, but he sold her drugs and he kicked her out in the last episode. So in my opinion, he would like Nightmare Alley because it's about this unscrupulous man played by Bradley Cooper. He also cares only about the business side, how to get money, and he doesn't think about other people's feelings, not his loved ones, not like people who he's doing the job for. Really has an amazing ending. Just for this ending alone, you have to sit through this 2.5 hours movie, and it's full of great actors. It has some really great acting pieces. If we talk about Fesco, he would love the main character, I guess.
I think I'm lonely.
So next is Cal Jacobs, and he would vote for Call Me By Your Name even after Armie Hammer's accusations. He's just that kind of guy. But the fact that he hates women, and especially this woman who got in between him and his happily ever after with her pathetic child, he would totally love The Power of the Dog. And this cowboy theme would also remind him of the Brokeback Mountain, which I bet he likes. So the main character in The Power of the Dog is grumpy Benedict Cumberbatch. He's very brutal and ignorant, and he lives with his brother, and one day his brother falls in love with Rose, and Phil, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, can't stand this woman. And so again, it's a very slow movie, but you kind of feel all of these feelings that Benedict's character feels. And let me tell you, it's amazing because he shows this hatred in such a subtle way. It's really pleasant to watch even.
Bitch, you're my soulmate.
I think Maddie cares about the environment, about the planet, so her Oscar would go to Don't Look Up. And she's also quite hysterical sometimes. Again, I love Maddie with all my heart. I think she's one of the most interesting characters, but this just shows that she would fight tooth and nail for what she believes in and what she stands for. I think she would totally be the first one to watch Don't Look Up and promote it to all of her friends.
Go fuck yourself.
So Nate Jacobs is a really mysterious person. You never know what's up with him. So in my opinion, he would love either King Richard because of his love and hate relationships with his dad. It is also about this really strange dad. He wants the best for his children, but he doesn't know how to do it properly. He has his vision, but he doesn't ever ask his children, his girls, what they really want. And we should, of course, respect Richard, the real man behind Serena and Venus' success, but we shouldn't undermine the fact that it was done in such a brutal way. Like, that's not how you raise children. Also, Nate could love Nightmare Alley because he's, again, mysterious. He could also love Dune, for all I know. It kind of seems hard right now to decide what these characters would like. So let me know in the comments what you think, because I don't think, like, I'm right.
I have a brain disorder.
So Kat is always figuring herself out. She is feeling under pressure all the time. She doesn't know what she wants to do with her life. She would find Coda quite touching and quite relatable. It talks about this girl who is the only person in her family who can hear and everyone else is deaf. So she's kind of obliged to help them with their job, with their taxes, with whatever. And so she's missing out on a lot of things in her own life. She doesn't know what she dreams about, what she wants to do, because all her life circles around her family because they're unable to survive without her, or that's what she thinks. So it's a really touching movie about family, about figuring yourself out. It's quite simple in a lot of ways, but I think all people should watch it, and you will definitely find something, some piece of information, piece of guidance to get you through whatever difficulties you have in your life.
Did Gia say something about this?
With Gia, honestly, with her family environment, with her family drama, I have no doubt that she would watch Coda and she would take it like a call to action. She's basically suffering very much in this family, but nobody noticed that because Rue is the one with troubles. We should help Rue. No one actually seems to care about Gia and about her well-being. I really hope that Coda exists in the Euphoria universe and that Gia would watch it and she would literally like do the same stuff that the main character does, and no one would blame her because the girl gotta have her own life, period.
Sorry. I don't know why I'm crying.
Again, the thing with Jules, she's like a black horse to me. I don't know what she would love. She would probably like something meditative, something slow. Pretty much every movie is like this. She could love Dune or Don't Look Up because she also cares about the environment, but she could also love Belfast. She seems like this kind of person who has a soft spot for the elderly and for kids, and Belfast is full of amazing scenes with elderly people, with kids, and it's just a really amazing movie. It chronicles the life of a family from the perspective of their 9-year-old son Buddy during the troubles in Belfast in Northern Ireland, and it shows how these big historical events tend to affect these small communities like families, because the people who suffer the most are the ordinary people. And I think in our present environment, what's going on with politics and whatever, it's a really important movie to watch.
I am crazier!
So I thought I knew Cassie, but in this season she does some weird stuff I can't understand and I can't even defend her anymore. So just for the sake of talking about this amazing film, I think Cassie would choose Drive My Car. But it's not just some random choice. Let me explain. This film is 3 hours long, and if Cassie has time to prepare for meeting Nate Jacobs, she should definitely have time for this amazing film. So this is about a stage actor and director who gets an offer to direct a production of Uncle Vanya. There he meets a young woman whose job is to drive him everywhere, and it's a really, again, slow movie full of dialogues, but it has some really valuable insights about love, about death, about life in general, because main character's wife died 2 years ago prior to the events of this film, and so he has to cope with this void, with this mysteries that she left behind. So it's a really valuable film that speaks to me on so many levels, and I hope that it will speak to you and it will give some wisdom to Cassie.
You aren't all that bad.
So Ali, he wants to be this father figure, he wants to help Ruth so she could beat her addiction. So I think he would take a lot from Will Smith's character in King Richard. Again, as I've told you, in my opinion, he's not a perfect person. He sometimes oversteps, almost every time, but I think this is what Ali lacks in order to help Ruth. If he would be a little bit more like Richard, if he would take some of his less violent measures and apply it to his own life and to helping Rue, Rue would probably be sober, or she would die faster. You never know. Because raising children is hard, and this is what I think King Richard shows, that you never know what you should do with your children, even if you have plenty. Raising children is super hard, as if I know, and Ali feels the same towards Rue. Helping Rue is really important to him, but he doesn't know what the heck he's supposed to do. So I can see Ali relating more to any other character, to any other film, rather than King Richard. Anyway, let me know in the comments what are your favorite films from this year nominees, and which films do you think Euphoria characters would like the most. Have a nice day and never stop watching great movies.